Hello everyone. Day 25. Day 25. I'm halfway through my checking my mic. Yeah. Halfway through my 50 daily uploads that I said I'd do from the beginning. So that'll be 7 weeks. Hopefully my blood will be clean by then, and I'll be able to fly for any drugs tests that I've got to get into work. So yeah, day 25, big fucking milestone for me. Never ever thought. Well, I had hoped that I'd get here, but I thought I'd relapsed by now, to be honest. I thought I would have, yeah, not been very successful, but I've got to this point and it's just like, yeah, it's fucking brilliant. But saying that, I'm day 25. I'm by no means out of the woods. I'm still going along the path. I'm still pushing myself along that path. I still can't see where that path finishes. That's going to be a fucking long time. So, yeah, halfway through my 50 uploads. When I get to 50, that'll be a nice upload that I've been wanting to do for a fucking long time. And then after my 50th upload, I'll be doing a weekly upload. I don't know what day I'll release the upload on, but I'll be doing a weekly upload, probably for the remainder of the year. I don't know. It depends what my workload is and what I'll be doing at work, but I'll still be doing a weekly upload on reflecting on my withdrawal and reporting on my recovery. So yeah, yeah, fucking brilliant. So I've noticed is my immediate memory, like my short-term memory, or yeah, my immediate memory is it's sparkling. It's a lot more fresher, more fresh, I should say. I'm not forgetting stuff as I was before. Like I'd go out the house and forget my fucking keys, or just forget major things sometimes, or get halfway down the road and oh fuck, or I'll go and meet somebody and I had in my mind what I wanted to talk to them about and just totally missed the point, and then be walking away from it. Oh fuck, I forgot to say this, or I wanted to fucking ask them that. That's sort of like quite non-existent at the moment. I wouldn't say it's gone, because it's just like I'm just noticing that it's not about at the moment. So that's one thing that I've noticed. I'll tell you what I've noticed. It's small, but I want to say it anyway. But whenever I used to get cigarette papers, Rizzler packets, by the time I'd pulled 3 Rizzlers out of them, I'd used all the fucking cardboard for roach. And what I've been noticing now, and I've actually been collecting them, is all the complete Rizzler cigarette packets. They're empty because I'm using them for tobacco still, because I'm smoking nicotine still, and marshmallow leaf with that to reduce my nicotine intake. But yeah, I've got these intact, full, complete, empty cigarette paper packets. And that's a first in my life for me. Honestly, it's a first. I've always torn the top off by now, use it as a roach, and then fucking rip the Rizzlers out and use the green bit in the back as a fucking roach, and then just torn every bit of fucking cardboard up to use it as a roach. And I don't do that anymore. And like just looking at the cigarette packets, and yeah, I'm smoking quite a lot. I'm smoking quite a lot of roll up still, but yeah, it's quite quite a quite a rewarding collection. That sounds a bit fucking nerdy, doesn't it? Well, it is nerdy, but it's a fucking it's a little thing for me, and I'm just sharing like what I'm noticing. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on collecting them. Could start a YouTube channel about empty cigarette fucking paper packets, couldn't I? No, I'm not gonna. I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah. So the forgetting the things used to really fucking piss me off. Especially my keys and locking myself out. That used to fucking wind me right up. You know, I've spent fucking 2 days waiting for somebody to come back to the fucking house so I could get in, going in the woods lighting fires just to keep fucking warm, because I forgot my fucking keys because I was stoned. So yeah, things like that ain't happening. So obviously I'm not getting pissed off of it and not having to go and make a fucking wood in the fires like Bear Grylls. But anyway, um, what I'm finding as well is when I'm engaging with people, as I said the other day, it's a lot more fluid, it's a lot more fluent. The tempo of the conversations in the correct way, you know, it flows better. And yeah, normally halfway through, I'll just totally forget about what we're both talking about, and I'd go into this peril of like, oh my god, what the fuck are we talking about? And it could be something important. Somebody could be giving me instructions, and I would have just I've just left the room. In my mind, it's just gone elsewhere. And yeah, the fucking dread and anxiety that fills me because I've forgotten what this person's talking to me about, or what I've forgotten what I'm talking to them about, used to fucking fill me with anxiety, dread, and made me feel a bit fucking stupid, or not stupid. It's quite a bad word to call anyone really, but um, yeah, yeah, not very clever. I don't know. I think you know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, um, well, that used to happen so much. Um, I'm looking at my notes here, not because I'm forgetting stuff. It's just because I want to go down in a certain order. Um, I used to notice that a lot. That I'd forget a lot of shit. Sometimes really important stuff, and then I'd have to go back to that person and just to clarify, blah 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 blah. You mean blah blah blah? And they'd be like, yeah. And sometimes I see the frustration in their face of like, I've just told you that. Why, why are you clarifying that? And well, it's healthy to clarify anyway. Even if you do understand it, it's healthy to go back to somebody, especially if you're getting instructions like to perform an operation, not an operation on a person, but like, say if you're in the army and you've got to go and do something and you've got a certain task to do and certain objectives, it's good to clarify and read back what that person's just instructed you to do. Um, we used to do it all the time in the army. So if any numbers or any grid coordinates or any information was given over a radio, you would read back just to clarify, blah 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 blah. And yeah, so it's healthy to do that, regardless if your mind's elsewhere or whatever. It's just healthy to get a positive read back, so they know that you know, and everyone's happy then. So if you feel like you've missed some information out, even if you're not a stoner, and or even if you're not ADHD, and if you feel like you've missed some information out, go and ask that person, is this what you mean if you don't understand it? Or I just want to clarify what you just said and read back everything that you've written down or taken from them. That's by no means being unintelligent or missing the point. It's just, if anything, it's being professional, and it gives that other person that's giving you an instruction more faith in knowing that that task is going to be completed. And it shows an air of professionalism, especially if somebody's giving you instructions and you're writing it down. Um, it, that's being very professional. Like 9 times out of 10, if I'm going anywhere and I like say a job interview, or if I'm in a job and I'm going to a manager to go and get some instructions to do a job, or if I was in the army and we were given a task to do, or to go and perform an operation, or to go and do an ambush, or to go and do a squad or battalion attack, I used to write everything down. Some people had fucking memories like sponges and they didn't need to write it down, but I always wrote everything down, because like in the heat of the battle or in the middle of a hard job and the stress is on, you need to know that information. And if you can't recall on that information in your brain, you're pretty much fucked. So it's always good to write it down. Anyway, so yeah, the forgetting thing used to happen so much more often later on in my life. Like I'd say from 40s upwards, I was forgetting a lot, but I was also smoking a lot. I was growing a lot. I was growing a lot of weed back then, and I was like excessively smoking it. Like, you know, I was smoking like 1, maybe 2 gram joints, and I'd be smoking at least 14 of them a day. And the weed weren't shit what I was growing. The weed was fucking top notch weed. Yeah, so it wasn't like I was having to smoke that much weed because the weed was shit. If anything, the weed was far too strong. It's anything that's sold on the fucking streets, because I knew what I was doing, and I knew the right genes to grow with, and I knew how to fucking grow it. So yeah, I've had a couple of people sort of like give me some comments like, you know, if you've been smoking that much weed, you've been smoking shit weed, you need a new dealer, blah 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 blah. Fuck off. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of the forgetting things I used to think was the onset of dementia. And I used to work with a lot of dementia people. I used to work in the ambulance service, and met a lot of people with dementia, met a lot of people with bad, you know, in bad places. But met a lot of people with dementia, experienced all the 7 types of dementia. So there are 7 types of it. Out of all them, I thought Pick's dementia was the worst. The worst. People with that disease were really, really hard to get on with. So yeah, dementia is quite well, it's a pandemic in Britain anyway. It's at pandemic proportions. Ask any care worker, most of the people that they'll be caring for will have dementia. It's a fucking horrific disease. And I hope that anyone that I love or that's close to me, well, I hope that nobody gets it, but statistically, people are going to get it. Some of you are going to get it. I might even get it. But I really hope that any of my loved ones or closest to me don't get it, because to see them fade would be horrible. It totally changes you. So yeah, the forgetting thing as well, like the forgetting the keys and forgetting what people are saying, forgetting instructions or not seeing anything through. They're big ADHD inattentive traits, very big. So like one of the most noticeable traits out of the inattentive ADHD person, they'll have them traits: can't see things through, forget major things that they need to remember, forget very important instructions given to them. Yeah, so the weed, the THC, the cannabis, although it's giving me a dopamine hit, I'm not regulating because it's saturating, but giving me a dopamine hit and temporarily giving me some peace of mind where I can think and be interested in what I'm doing. The weed would help me do that because it's saturating my dopamine and it's uplifting my dopamine levels. And as an ADHD person, you've got very low dopamine levels, so the weed brings it up for you. But it's only short term, just as short term as the fucking high is from a joint, as that hit is. It's only short term, and then immediately the dopamine dysregulates and it fucking drops like a stone. So that's why you go and get another hit quickly, or you'll be chasing it the whole time because you want to saturate your fucking dopamine. Anyway, so as much as like with ADHD people, the weed is giving you that dopamine hit, yeah, it does do that, but it's exacerbating your need for dopamine more. So it's actually worsening your ADHD traits. It's not actually helping. I know it may think like you're helping, but it's not, because you're getting a good hit from it, but you're fucking falling further than anything else after it. And then the only thing that will pick you up momentarily will be another hit of weed. So to break that cycle, you've got to get off that fucking weed. And it's like, it pains me to say that because I fucking love weed. I fucking love it. Like even to this day, even to now, I'm missing it so much. I fucking love it. That's why it's so hard. That's why it's really, really hard to fucking do this, because I fucking love it. So, yeah, as much as weed might be a medicine, it's it's not a medicine. It is a medicine. It's a medicine as like, it can give you pain relief, like cancer patients, THC or CBD will help them. Regardless of dopamine levels, I'm on about pain. But when it comes to dopamine levels and mental health, it doesn't help. It doesn't, it's just like putting a plaster on something. It doesn't fucking sort it out. That problem is still underneath that plaster. So I know with some people, medicinal cannabis can help because their mental health might be in such a state that that's the only thing that will fucking work for them to function in their life. And I truly feel for people that are in that condition. But for me, it doesn't help me. It doesn't help any issues that I might have had in the past with my mental health. It never helped. It never gave me any answers. It just put that nice soft fluffy blanket on it. But you need to sort out what's fucking underneath that, not just keep putting another plaster on it. And it might take you years to keep putting that plaster on it before you actually rip it off and go, right, I've got to fucking sort this out. I've got to sort this fucking rot out, or whatever it is, out. Because that's what it is. If you're using cannabis to get rid of that, you're not getting rid of it, are you? I've said that a few episodes ago, a few uploads ago. It's not getting rid of it. It's just fucking softening how it's affecting you and just pushing it to the side. But it's still sat there looking at you going, well, when are you going to sort me out then? When are you going to fucking sort me out? You know, I think you know what I mean anyway. So yeah, when I say that medicine, it isn't a medicine, it's not a medicine for me. It doesn't help me if I've got something to sort out in my mind. Weed does not help me. But it might help you. And if it does help you and it doesn't affect your life or how you perform in your life or how it affects your relationships with your loved ones or closest, then I applaud you. And if you can keep a healthy balance and still function and still be normal in your life and it not affect anything, then that's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant, isn't it? But for me, that doesn't help me like that. So anyway, yeah. Last night I fell asleep naturally. I was getting tired last night and I fucking fell straight asleep. Like, I don't know how many minutes, I didn't fucking time it, obviously, because I was asleep. But um, I fucking went to sleep and I didn't get up once. And I had 7 hours and 45 minutes sleep, which is quite a lot. And the dreams I had were really fucking nice. And that's not happened for a long time. Apart from, well, I did have a dream not long back. I think it was in my first week, where my daughter was present in my dream the whole time. And that was a really fucking nice session of dreaming. But my daughter wasn't in my dream last night. And normally she's my rock and that's what I need to get through them dreams. But last night I was on my own and in my dreams. And yeah, they were really fucking nice dreams. Yeah, so I feel blessed for that. I mean, tonight might be fucking different. I might go back to fucking dreaming about mutilations and fucking body parts, but you know, I'm so glad that I had a good night's sleep and good dreams. But I'm prepared for it not to carry on, but I am planning for it to do so. So yeah. So what I've been doing lately is, as soon as I wake up, I've been getting straight out of bed. And I've been opening the curtains and fucking opening the window straight up, getting all that fucking fresh air in, even if it's cold, even if it's windy as fuck, getting that fucking fresh air in and staying awake. A lot of the times I would wake up and if it was like 6 in the morning, I'd be like, oh, fuck it, I might as well go back to sleep. And when you go back to sleep, as you're falling asleep, you get a little dopamine spike. So I think that's why sometimes when you're depressed, you want to go to sleep a lot, because you get a lot of chemicals rewarded to you as you're falling asleep. Dopamine being one of them. But as soon as you fall asleep, it's gone, and that's it. So if you wake up again, you want that fucking joint. So if there's a joint in the ashtray, bang, you're straight on it again. Straight on it again. Oh, I'll go back to sleep. It's only fucking 6 in the morning. No, just get up. Get the fuck up. Get outside. Go and get some fresh air in your lungs. Fresh air smells so fucking sweet, and it does. Fresh air is so sweet. It's fucking unreal. But just get it in your lungs. And even if you think, well, I might not fall asleep till 12 hours tonight, that's 18 hours of me with my fucking thoughts. You know, what's the point of doing that? Yeah, there doesn't seem at any point at that time, but just fucking force yourself to do it. Force yourself to stay awake. Go outside, even if it's pissing down with rain. Go outside for a fucking walk and just force yourself to do it. It may feel like you're kidding yourself, but when you're smoking a joint, you're kidding yourself. So it's just the fucking same. And going for a walk and getting out there and getting that fresh air in your lungs and getting your fucking blood working around your body and your heart pumping and your lungs working properly, that's got healthy benefits. Smoking a joint, if you're not in pain or if you haven't got to take THC because of medical reasons, smoking a joint is just fucking kidding yourself. All right, you might be embarking on a self-exploration mission. Yeah, cannabis can help you do that. But if you truly want to do that, then go and do something like DMT or Salvia divonium or peyote or mescaline or San Pedro cactus. That will really help you explore yourself. Or LSD. If you're into self-exploration, go and try those. But I wouldn't recommend those if you're not healthy in your own skin at the moment. All right? I'm not condoning any of that, by the way. I'm not saying go and do it, but it is a tool. If you want to explore yourself, that is a tool for you to do that. Mushrooms, that'll help you explore yourself. Or if you don't want to do any substances, stay awake for 48 hours to 72 hours. Purge yourself of food and water for 48 hours and 72 hours. You'll fucking explore yourself then. You'll soon find out who you are then. I promise you. Some of you might not like it. But anyway, yeah. So right at the moment, I'm in a really busy mode. I feel like I'm on the high practice side of ADHD today. I'm not on the inattentive side. Perhaps my dopamine regulation is coming back to a baseline where it's actually natural again, because at the moment I'm quite tuned into sorting out my admin. I am sorting out paperwork that I haven't sorted out for fucking years, cleaning and getting stuff done. And I'm not going to go on about the music side today, even though I want to. I really enjoyed talking about that last night. I did want to carry that on today, but I'm keeping hold of the bull's horns today and sorting my shit out. So I'm going straight back to mine now to carry on with that, because I've still got the ball rolling inside me to want to do that. So while that's happening, I'm just going to keep fucking holding them horns. So yeah, I'll carry on my music journey tomorrow. That's what I plan, but you know, tomorrow might be shit. Tomorrow might be, you know, might not be able to film tomorrow. Who knows? But that's what I plan to do anyway. Yeah. So I just want to say good luck tomorrow for a friend of mine called Cam. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck, mate. And everything's going to be fucking tickety-boo. All right? Yeah, hope you all have a good rest of the weekend, or the rest of the day and the evening, whatever you're doing. And I'll be back here tomorrow. So yeah, tread lightly and breathe deeply. Thank you for watching.